Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about two movies, The Jazz Singer and The Life of Yogananda. So I'm going to start with The Jazz Singer. So this movie is about the main character's name is Jackie Rabinowitz, who comes from a long line of Jewish cantors, which are like the people who sing and perform at the Jewish synagogues. So Jackie is he like his dad is like a cantor, but Jackie has more of a passion for singing jazz and modern music rather than singing only for religious purposes, which actually ends up being the cause of a really big disagreement between him and his family. So at a young age, somebody snitches on Jackie to his dad, and he tells them that Jackie's been singing jazz music instead of like religious music, and his dad doesn't believe that singing should be like related to anything except religion. So that causes an argument, and then Jackie ends up running away to I guess follow his dreams, since his dad is not supportive and he doesn't agree with it at all. So then we fast forward, and Jackie comes back about 10 years later, and now he's known as Jack Robin, and he's actually become a cabaret performer. And he meets Mary Dale, who she sees like a lot of potential in him, and she wants to help him kind of like grow and develop his career as an entertainer. But then Jack Robin, he returns home, and his mom is a little bit more understanding now of his dreams and his passion to pursue like a career in like singing jazz music. But his dad is still completely closed-minded, and he doesn't agree with Jack's wishes. So instead of kind of like instead of like rekindling their relationship, Jack's dad ends up banishing him, and so they cut ties. So then Jack is now because of Mary Dale, he now has a role as in this play. And so the night before opening night, he finds out that his dad is actually ill, and there's this Jewish like holiday or special event. It's called Yom Kippur, also known as the Night of Atonement, and his dad was supposed to perform at this event, but because he's ill, he can't make it. And so now Jack is faced with a choice of either following his dreams and performing at his opening night, or letting down his family and his father. And he has a choice of letting down his family and his father by going to his opening night and performing at his play, or he can like rekindle the relationship with his parents that he lost when he was little by taking his dad's place at Yom Kippur, since his dad can't perform himself. So Jack ends up deciding to perform at Yom Kippur, and he rekindles the relationship with his dad, and his dad finally accepts him, and his mom also accepts him. And then shortly after, his dad dies, but at the scene where he's like performing, instead of his dad, you see his dad's spirit, and you see that they have finally like come to terms with each other despite all their differences. So the myth and ritual elements within this movie are heavily religious, because Jack comes from a very like Jewish family. So in like the Jewish religion, I guess, like there's very strict like rules and very strict parents, so whatever his dad says is what goes. And so we can see that early in the movie that because Jackie is not willing to sit back and let his dad like boss him around and tell him what to do and follow only what he wants Jack to do, that ends up causing a lot of problems in their relationship. Also, singing and like musical performances in the film are seen to be supposedly like they're supposed to be only religious. So that's what his dad believes. His dad believes that singing and music shouldn't be just like entertainment, whereas Jackie, he grows up with like this passion of wanting to like sing jazz and get closer tied with music in a more modern way. But there are also some elements of like the hero's journey in this movie. For example, when Jackie's little and he runs away from home, that's like him separating from his parents and embarking on his own journey and finding success as an entertainer. He becomes a cabaret performer. He lands the lead role in the play. But then in the end, he has to come back home and help his family by taking place by like taking place of his for his father in the Night of Atonement. Then the next movie we have is The Life of Yogananda. So this movie is not like a film, like a fiction. It's a documentary about Yogananda, and he was an Indian like guru who taught yoga. And so this movie, like, it has like a lot of interviews, and like it's not like made up, it's not like a story. So we learn about Yogananda, who came to the West because when he was little, he was like told, or he had like a vision that he was gonna become like this great, like, well-known teacher of like yoga, and he did become that in India, but his like passion or his wish was to come teach yoga in the West. So he goes to Boston and he becomes like a well-known guru, but because like the Western culture is a little bit less spiritual than like the Indian culture, he teaches his art of yoga through more of like scientific facts in order to seem more appealing or more believable to the American culture. But pretty much we learned that Yogananda, he sees light in every being. So yoga is a pretty spiritual like thing, where he believes that there's no difference between the soul or like the being and the surroundings, whereas myth typically tends to separate like humanity versus like the divine. So there's like contrasting views there. But Yogananda also believes in concentration of power, which is pretty much saying that anything is possible with yoga. Like if you put your mind to it and you concentrate and you like look within yourself to find the energies like of your body or whatever, that you can like accomplish anything that you set your own mind to. And yeah, and he also has like these visions and dreams. I think I said that before. He has like visions and dreams of teaching, which all end up coming true. And I guess that's like because he like put his mind to it, and he used his like yoga energies to like make his own wishes become into a reality. But yeah, that's pretty much the myth and ritual aspects of the jazz singer and the life of Yogananda. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.